praises to the horizon, peace, wealth, and wisdom. It's the wise one here, Mr. Solace here. And today I want to do this video called Death is Man-Made, and it can be removed by man. And so this is a very deep video. I want you guys to tap into your humble states, kind of grasp. Now, in many ancient texts, it is said that man lived very long lives. Of course, in the Bible, you have men living 900, 800, 1,000 years. You also have the Sumerian kings list, and so they have them living thousands of years as well. We have all types of myths and legends of immortals, etc., etc. And so, in most of these texts, it always says that the lifespan of man was shortened after the flood. And so, I want to discuss that with you guys because that's a real thing, meaning the flood and the shortening of the lifespan. Now, I want to give you guys scientific proof in regards to the flood. And I want to give you guys scientific proof to, death being man-made, meaning the physical body dies after 120 years or so. Most people don't ever take a time to ponder on that, but that's quite strange, meaning whether a person's healthy or not. So after 120 years or so, the body will conk out regardless. And so, I want you to grasp, it was instilled in man. But in the beginnings of the world, it was not like this. Meaning, in the beginnings of our world, man's body, lasted 1,000 years, 900, however long, unless he was killed or something. And so this was all man. Now, at some point in time, you can say a brotherhood amongst all of mankind kind of came up with a plan to genetically shorten the lifespan of man. As I said, this is the beginnings of our world. Now, therefore, in them doing that, after the flood, which is something that all worlds go through in their beginnings, it's a biological matter, meaning life is biological, and so this flood always happens. I'll explain shortly. But my point is, you had man living on this planet in its early beginnings of this world, and so a small few out of the many decided to shorten the lifespan of the many, keep themselves with the long lifespan, kind of being gods, you can say, over the rest. Now, of course, the flood will come, and so they know this. And so I want you to grasp, it's not about them changing the men that are there with them, because they're going to die in the flood. But the men to come after the flood, the death is put into their genetics. And so if you're familiar with the Bible, after Noah's generation, meaning after Noah and his children, men die in their hundreds. Abraham, Jacob, all of them die in their hundreds. The long lifespan was over. Mind you, after Noah's generation, this is after the flood. And so you may not believe in the Bible, may not believe in Sumerian kings list. You may be a person that say, I don't believe in nothing. That's cool, but I want to explain it to you scientifically so that you grasp. The flood is a real thing, and so is the death being put into the body. Like I said, it's quite strange that a man will die, whether he's sick or not, in 120 years or so. Now, you guys have to grasp, life is repeating. a reproducing, an organic thing. And so all worlds are bodies. We live in the world, which is a body. And so we have bodies, which are worlds to the smaller level of life within us. And so we're the smaller level of life in this larger body. Now all bodies start the same. They start as egg cells, are pre-worlds.